topic, I want to, for the record, submit certain documents into evidence. We don't need to hand it up. It will be provided to you separately in your files, but for the record, I just want to say what they are. The first is CJC 363, and that is the medical report that we received from General Khan's legal representatives. The second is CJC 364, and that's the unredacted J88 form. The third is CJC 365, and that's the company details for Branded World Clothes Corporation. And the fourth is CJC 366, and it's the company details for Branded World, a company, in terms of the company, a private company. Those are the four that I wish to submit into evidence, just for the record.
Ms. Hassim, the medical reports, of course, they will be redacted or treated with the necessary confidentiality, however you plan to do it.
There's only one copy of the medical report
and the J88.
And the J88, which is in my possession, Commissioner Baloy. Once we conclude today, I will insert them into the main exhibit folder confidentially, into a folder separately, so that it's only accessible to the commissioners and the evidence leaders. So that there isn't any other copy. We've not made copies of this, except a copy for Mr. Valley. I think you've got a copy
I believe I supplied the copies to you, my lady.
I thought there was a copy being provided in the adjournment of the J88.
No.
Or was it just the number?
Just the number.
Okay. So nobody else has copies, Commissioner Baloy. Right, so let's get back to it. The next tender, Commissioners, and let me just give a brief overview of this. This is a tender, as I said, this is a conversation between General Khan and Mr. Ismail Valley. The tender concerns an automotive parts tender, number RT45, and there's extensive communications between the two that I'll be going through. And it's best to see it in these different phases, and it'll emerge as I go through. The first phase is sort of an early access and manipulation, attempt to manipulate specifications. So this is before the tender is even advertised, there's engagement. And then it goes into a second phase where inside information is shared when the tender goes live. And then there's a third phase where there are discussions involving financial interest. And then there's a final phase in the communications, which is what happens after the award after the contract is awarded, and particularly issues of pricing and that kind of thing. So if you just have that sort of in your mind, this progresses along these phases, this communication. It begins in April 2021 at page 5129. And it's on 14 April 2021 at 7:48 in the evening. General Khan sends a message saying, we have a meeting tomorrow at 1 o'clock with the contact.
Say 7:48, you mean 9:07?
I'm sorry, it's 9:07 and 48 seconds. Thank you, Commissioner Baloy. Meeting tomorrow at 1 o'clock with the contact. And then on the next day, let me finish this. He then responds, Mr. Valley, yes, bro, must I come? And then General Khan says, can you talk now? And Mr. Valley says, must I call you? General Khan says, yes. on page 5130. Mr. Valley sends General Khan a message 15 April 2021, 9:02 a.m. We still on for 12 or so? General Khan says, yes, bro. And then on 15 April 2021, now, this should be in your bundle, I hope, because, Commissioners, this chat straddles two phones, the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 11. You might have noticed in your bundle that some pages are in a different format. The way the WhatsApp chats are depicted are in a different format. So, and because I'm going chronologically through this, the next conversation takes place on 15 April 2021, but on the other phone, and that's at page 1712. It should be in the same folder. Do you have it, Chair? 1712. So, sort of just over halfway down that page, chat number 6. There's a PDF document that's shared by General Khan with Mr. Valley. And that,
And you say this is from the iPhone 11, this format?
the iPhone 8,
Okay.
But the communication is between the same people.
it's between the same people.
See, and
But it's the same number on Mr. Valley's side, but it's a different phone on General Khan's side. So at chat number 6, you'll see he's sharing a PDF. That's in your annexure bundle at page 101. In the chat, you see it's marked RT45 2021 Special Conditions of Contract, version 3.
this is General Khan
That's General Khan.
sending out. Okay.
And the important part of that is version 3. And the actual annexure is page 101. So what's apparent from page 101 is it is what that attachment says it is, the special conditions of contract. It's for the supply and delivery of automotive parts and tools to the state for a period of 36 months. The closing date on the tender is 31 May 2021 at 11 o'clock. It's a transversal contract, and it is issued by National Treasury. What's significant about this, Commissioners, is that this is an internal document that is still in draft form. I pointed out that in the chat you can see it says V3 version 3. And if we look at the document itself, you'll see several places where there are drafting notes, so aspects where the terms are either highlighted or in a different color. And if I could just take you there to show you what those look like. The first is on page 109. And you'll see that the date for the bid information session, when that will be held, is in a draft form. It's a different color and it's highlighted, a yellow highlight. On page 110, the next page, clause 5.2.1, paragraph A, similarly, there's a highlight for the BBE status level contributor, 1 to 8. On page 121, at clause 19.1.3, in draft form, the clause reads, the SAPS, through a specific SAPS garage, will submit a written or electronic order to the contractor, etc. On page 135, clause 33.2.5, the base index date is still in draft form, and it doesn't have a specific day, it just says April 2021. On page 136, clause 33.3.1, there are a number of yellow highlights you'll see throughout that clause. Similarly, on page 137, paragraph E,
a substantial portion of that is, or rather has a yellow highlight.
that's correct, Chair. And that's the last page on which there are drafts, but there are 6 pages in which there are significant clauses in which it's still in draft form and under consideration. This is shared, this is the document that is shared by General Khan with Mr. Valley. So it's a draft document. Now, on the next page, if we still stay in this iPhone 8, page 713, you'll see, so General Khan shares this document. There's an emoji that follows it, which I can't really make out. It seems like 2 hands in prayer. And then a message from General Khan to Mr. Valley, in which he says, this O is on top of his game. And from that, I surmise that this PDF document was shared with Mr. Khan by somebody else in Treasury. And I believe it is Molefe Fani, and we'll see his name come up in the context of this tender as we go on. So he says this O is on top of his game. Mr. Valley thanks him for sending the document. Ms. General Khan responds, can we please make it 2:30? And Mr. Valley responds, sure. So that is 15 April 2021. If we revert to the iPhone 11 on page 5134, at the top of the page, Mr. Valley says, any news from Oak we met? When it will be advertised? And General Khan responds, by end of the month. And Mr. Valley then says, okay, we will keep eye out, and he should tell us, ne? General Khan responds, he will. And again, I think the he in this context is Mr. Fani at this point. And Mr. Valley responds, thank you, and then says at 7:49 p.m., inshallah, we get a decent slice. So his communication here with General Khan is not about a third party. He's saying we get a decent slice. So as we saw in the other chats of we benefiting in one way or another, again, there's a reference now with a whole different person. We get, God willing, we get a decent slice.
But when it is not General Khan speaking, the other possibility at least could be that Mr. Valley is referring to himself and his company, or to himself and his associates, excluding General Khan. Because when General Khan is speaking and he says we, clearly that includes him.
Yes.
But when a third party says we, it does not necessarily follow that it includes General Khan.
Yes, that's right, Commissioner Kamalo, but we should not just look at these chats in isolation, each chat. So in context, and as we go through this, we'll see that there's more communications between the two, which suggests that there is some benefit.
Does what follows, I don't know how to pronounce it, the AMENN, does that shed any light? What does it mean in the context of what's being said?
So it means amen. It's amen. So when he's
so it means the same thing
God
as
willing,
the amen with one E, because
Same thing.
Here is double E. All right. Thank you.
Same meaning. And it's a direct response to the God willing,
Yeah.
which is the translation of inshallah.
Thank you.
God willing, amen. So, Commissioners, that was 21 April 2021. The communication continues on the 23rd of April 23rd of April 21, but we need to go back again to 1714. It's on the other phone, where at 11:14:26 in the morning, General Khan sends a message that says, and this is forwarded, it says, "Dear Gen, RT45 will be advertised soon, just to give you a heads up." So if you recall, the earlier conversation was, any news when it'll be advertised, he should let us know, and General Khan says, yes, he will. And now this is a message that comes to General Khan, which General Khan then forwards on to Mr. Valley, and the message says that the bid, the tender will be advertised soon, just to give you a heads up. And Mr. Valley responds, Alhamdulillah, Blue. Then on the 3rd of May 2021, on page 1721, at chat number 7, Mr. Valley, chat number 7, it's at the bottom of the page. He says, can our guy change something on spec to remove that multiple suppliers for one province, 11.1.3, under special conditions? Better if one supplier per region. And the 11.1.3 that is being referred to here is 11.1.3 of the special conditions of contract that we were looking at a moment ago, which says to award to more than one contractor per province. So here, what Mr. Valley is saying is, would be better for him if it's just one supplier. And can General Khan influence our guy, who provided the draft contract, to change the specifications? General Khan responds to that saying, I think it's late to change the specifications now. And this is on page 1722, pardon me, over the page. He says, I think it's late to change the specification now. Let me try. And Ismail Valley says, okay, NP brew, meaning okay, no problem brew. On page 1724, Mr. Valley asks on chat number 6, and this is on 6 May 2021, any news from our guy? And General Khan responds, not yet. And over the page 1725, I will remind him tomorrow. So that's 6 May 2021. On the 10th of May 2021, and now we go back to the 11, it's page 5144. Oh, sorry, it's 5142. And Mr. Valley says, please chase our guy a little today about date they're advertising. So follow up again with our guy regarding the date. You'll see, Commissioners.
What is it about this page that tells you that we are still talking about the same tender?
It's the time period, it's the timeline. So the previous conversation was on 5 May. Any news from our guy? And the response, not yet, I'll remind him tomorrow. Then comes this in the timeline. It's just a couple of days, few days later, saying, please chase our guy about date they're advertising. So when you look at all of them in the timeline, what they're talking about being advertised is the bid, is the bid. What he has so far is the draft, and he's preparing himself to make a submission and to apply. But they want to make sure that they get in on time on the bid, and that's where. And just, Chair, because although I'm going through these specific chats and we are going to come back to different aspects, I'll just point out to you that on the same page, the vehicle, the fancy vehicle that General Khan posts pictures of and says to Mr. Valley, it's looking sharp. He says, thank you, bro, it's looking sharp. JZK, bro, it's looking sharp. Looks boss, etc. And we're going to see this again elsewhere in the chats. It's where General Khan sends his vehicles to Mr. Valley for it to be pumped. So this message was, the please chase our guy a little today, was at 7:30 a.m. And then on the same day, if we go to page 1729, so on the same day, but now at 8:28 p.m., Mr. Valley follows up. Bro, did you manage to chat to the guy? And General Khan responds, yes, he will let me know he was in meetings today. And if we just scroll down to page 1730, the very next day, that's 11 May 2021, at 5:09 p.m., Mr. Valley says, Salam's updated tenders. I think what he's referring to here he's looked at the tender advertisements that have come out. And he says Salam's updated tenders, still nothing on RT45. So he's had a look, but there's still nothing on the RT45 contract. The response from General Khan is, I will try to call our man now. That's reply from Mr. Valley is thank you. The reply is JZKL, which translates into thank you. General Khan then says it will be out any day, approved for publication. Check treasury.gov.za. And Mr. Valley says, we'll keep looking. And then General Khan responds, I'll tell when up. On page 1731, Mr. Valley says, we need this. Market is slow. So that's 11 May 2021. Now, what's important here is where General Khan says it will be approved, this is on 11 May for publication, it was approved for publication yesterday, check the website, I'll tell when up. What I would like to do now is cross-reference this with the chat between General Khan and Mr. Fani. And for that, Commissioners, you need to go to page 2192. And you'll see there the conversation now is between General Khan and Fani Molefe and Mr. Molefe's phone number. And in the middle of the page, he says to General Khan, it will be out any day, approved for publication yesterday. Check treasury.gov.za. I'll tell when up. And General Khan responds, thanks, sir. And then he goes on, we will catch up soon, see you at 2:30, same place as previous meeting. Now, those series of messages were the same messages that we saw just a moment ago. So he forwarded this from Molefe Fani to Mr. Valley to say that it'll be out yesterday. It'll be out. It was approved yesterday. It'll be out soon. So this now, Chair and Commissioners, is the most direct link. We've seen already Mr. Fani Molefe come up with a separate person, with Mr. Mosaid on several other tenders. And we saw the exchange of the contact cards and the email address. And now what we see is a direct communication between General Khan and Mr. Molefe. The next page reference is 5164. And at the bottom of 5164, Commissioners, and again, I don't know how it looks on your side, but it's split. There's a screenshot that's split over the two pages.
Which is not legible.
Is it not legible on your
No.
side? Okay, so just for the attorney's note, page 5164 and page 5165 need to be reproduced for the Commissioner's bundles.
I think it's more the size of the print.
Yes, so if you have the electronic version in front of you, and I can zoom in to it, can you do that? What
Now-
you see,
Now is read. I think it's readable now.
I can see the one in the middle says supply and delivery of automotive parts and tools to the state for a period of 36 months.
the
Type-
youngest eyes amongst the commissioners.
Type of bid, request for proposal, and then it continues.
That's it, Commissioner Khumalo. So it's a screenshot of tenders, several tenders being issued, but what's included in here is the automotive parts tender.
So this is the treasury portal of all the tenders.
Yes. And Mr. Valley sends it to General Khan to alert him to it, as he says in his next message. He says, "It's on, bro." And General Khan responds, "Excellent." So that's 21 May 2021. On 25 May 2021, and for this we need to go to page 1741 because it's now on the other phone. 1741. And it's a page that we had looked at before, but I didn't go there because we needed to see the other messages in context first. What Mr. Valley says here is, can we meet your, chat number 4, can we meet your guy next week for lunch, bro? And then he suggests where to meet, the fishmonger in Ilovo, and he says it's hidden liquor. General Khan says, okay. And then the next message, chat number 8, is where Mr. Valley says why he wants to meet, and he says, "Want to ask how to price." And General Khan follows it with an emoji, this face with the sunglasses. Some might interpret that as cool. And then the next chat, page 1742, chat number 2, Mr. Valley says, because last time we did the honest thing and we got effed. And chat number 3, bro, you must know I really appreciate what you're doing for me, and I'll honor your name and this deal till I die. So that's 25 May 2021. And the question about wanting to know how to price, when I ask how to price, I believe is how to price for this tender. Then the next day, 26 May 2021, that's on page 5187.
Sorry, I thought on 1743, chat 5, where they say Salam's brother confirmed for 14:30 today, same place. Is
Oh,
that
yes.
not the meeting they were referring to, the previous page?
Yes, it is. In fact, yes, I'm going to come back there, I think.
All right,
I'm coming
thank
back
you.
there. You just skipped ahead. It's on the 28th of May. So I'm just trying to go day by day for now. So,
We don't have 5187. You said 87, right?
5187.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Can we flight it, please? And can we make a note to include 5187 in the Commissioner's bundle?
Please continue, please.
Is it up on your screens?
Yes, it
Commissioners?
is.
So you'll see on that page, about halfway down, General Khan says, "Salams, bro. Can we meet our guy on Friday at 2?" And Mr. Valley responds, "Wassalam, G, blood." G meaning yes in Gujarati. And General Khan responds, "Houghton." And Mr. Valley responds, "G, bro." And General Khan responds, "Okay." So that's on the 26th of May. I'm going to make a small diversion here. So that's where we go to Commissioner Khumalo, where you were a moment ago, on 28 May, where he says, "Confirmed for 14:30 today, same place." And Mr. Valley says, "Thanks." So this is now the Friday. So the other one where it says, "Can we meet our guy Friday at 2 o'clock Houghton?" That was on the 26th of May, which is a Wednesday in 2021. On the Friday, this is the confirmation that the meeting is now taking place on the Friday. And then the real actual diversion I wanted to make, and just very quickly, is on page 591, and that's on 31st of May 2021. And it's halfway down the page. Sorry, it's 5191. It's not about this tender. It's on the 31st of May, 2021, halfway down the page, Mr. Valley says, "Salams, I can't find RT 84. Also looking for anything related to warehousing. I will keep on checking. My bro, okay, thanks." So while on the one hand, they're busy with the RT 45, there's a lot of things going on. There are a lot of, again, how can we strike a deal here? How can we strike a deal there? The same pattern as we saw in the chats with Mr. Sayed. So it's a small diversion to show you there's another conversation about a warehousing contract.
Divert, you showed us the chats between General Khan and Mr. Fani, but that is now when the tender is being advertised in late May. But the earlier chats between Mr. Valley and General Khan talked about influencing the general conditions, so the document before the tender is issued. And then they kept saying, "I'll talk to my guy." Do we have a set of chats between General Khan and that guy where they now deal with the general conditions of the tender?
Commissioner Khumalo, we don't have a set of chats dealing with that exchange. But what we see here is there are gaps all over the place. And it's obvious that the communications are not happening on only one platform. They are either happening on another platform, whether it's Signal or Telegram, or it's happening on a phone call, or they're happening in person when there are meetings that take place. So we're only seeing part of the picture, yeah.
I think what I'm getting at is reference to our guy in the earlier parts of the conversations. I just want to tie it up with the later conversations in May, because there's always a possibility that there are two guys and not one. And for me to link the our guy in the earlier chats to the later chats, that connection is important. But if it's not there, then...
There isn't an obvious connection. But again, as we go through this, what we will be submitting to the Commission is that that guy is Fani. Sorry, just to complete the warehousing diversion, on page 5193. So the earlier chat was looking for the warehousing. On page 5193, Mr. Valley says, and this is on the 1st of June 2021, nothing on warehousing. Please, when you can, to message your man, and also around SAPS pricing. So they still haven't resolved the issue of how to price. General Khan says, oh, wassalam, on it. And then Mr. Valley responds, thank you, my bro. And General Khan says, salams, bro, he called me now. He will send me the stuff tomorrow, inshallah. So again, this is a conversation that takes place with somebody on a telephone. It's likely Fani, but we don't know. But this is on a separate contract. This is just the diversion into the warehousing.
At 5194?
Yes, and then on 5194, we see that General Khan says, on the 4th of June, 2021, we're meeting our man at 2. And then at 51, yes, that's it. There's an exchange in 5195. They're talking about two things at the same time. You can see they're talking about two things at the same time. So General Khan says we're meeting at 2 o'clock, and there's an interruption about the other conversation they're having. And then Mr. Valley says, gee, blood, that's perfect. That's 1st of June, 2021. If we look at page 1749, General Khan sends a message to Mr. Valley, and the message reads, let's meet on Friday. I'll come that side. I'll bring all the documents with me. And Mr. Valley responds, thank you, bro. That's okay with me. If we scroll down on page 1750, bottom of 1749, Mr. Valley says, what time we meeting? 1750, General Khan says, he will let me know tomorrow morning. So the meeting that's being set up here is not just a meeting between General Khan and Mr. Valley. It's a meeting between General Khan, Mr. Valley, and the third person who is assisting, who has agreed to meet tomorrow morning. And then we move to 17 June 2021. So we don't have any further information about that. The meeting may or may not have taken place. It seems to have taken place. There's a short interregnum of a couple of weeks, about 2 weeks. And then on 17 June 2021, page 5204, Mr. Valley says, on the third chat, we will be ready with the file by next week, 24th, and pricing, inshallah. And General Khan responds, wassalam, bro, inshallah. And Mr. Valley says, Ameen, and repeats what he said earlier. If we look over the page 5205, we need this, bro, it's bloody tight. And General Khan agrees with him. Everywhere is tight, bro. And the conversation goes on, and Mr. Valley says, we need another source of income, bro. That's on 5205. And then again, I need to make a small diversion. Page 5212. Because the auto parts tender is clearly not enough. There's a screenshot that is shared by Mr. Valley to General Khan, and this will need to be zoomed in. And you'll see that it is a screenshot of more tenders. And one of the tenders is a PPE tender.
You say this is a screenshot from, again, you say from the Treasury
Same portal.
portal.
And it's the second from the bottom for disinfection, sanitization, and deep cleaning of all municipal offices, warehouses, etc. So he shares the screenshot with General Khan, and he says, bro, dispensers we can do. And last one we can do, and it says sensitization, but I think what he meant was sanitization. General Khan responds, Salams, bro, I will speak to Fani. And Mr. Valley responds, thank you. We're already doing small, again, sensitization, but he means sanitization, small sanitization monthly at SAPS. So that's just another diversion from the main contract, which really is the big money contract, which is the auto parts. But we saw the warehousing, now we see PPE. Chair, I see it's 3 minutes past 4. I'm in your hands.
Let's adjourn and resume at 9:30 on Monday.
Thank you, Chair.
Let's adjourn.